Welcome back to Explain the Charts, everyone. Today, September 17th, 2025, we're diving deep into Intel Corporation, ticker symbol Intel, a semiconductor giant that has seen some significant action recently. Let's start by looking at the headlines that have shaped INTC's recent performance. Just 2 days ago, on September 15th, Intel stock saw a notable jump following the completion of its Altera stake sale to Silver Lake for approximately $3.3 billion. This strategic divestiture and revised, lower full-year cost outlook to $16.8 billion from $17 billion were seen as positive moves towards streamlining operations and improving financial discipline. While some reports indicated a 4.3% to 5% surge, our daily chart data for September 15th shows a healthy 1.81% gain, opening at 24.33 and closing at 24.77, with an intraday high reaching $25.46. This still represents strong positive momentum driven by the news. If we rewind a bit to August 27th, roughly 21 days prior, Intel also gained around 2.73% on the daily chart, following an announcement of an $8.9 billion investment by the U.S. government. This included taking a 10% equity stake at $20.47 per share, a critical price level that now acts as a strong long-term support, reinforcing the stock with government backing. These two major events, the government investment and the Altera sale, highlight Intel's ongoing efforts to restructure and stabilize its business amid intense competition. Looking at the broader daily chart over the past year and a half, we can clearly see the volatile journey Intel has been on. From highs around $31 in May 2024, the stock experienced a significant drop, finding strong support in the $19 to $20 range by August 2024. This substantial downturn was marked by unusually high trading volume, indicating strong selling pressure or major market shifts at the time. Intel then saw a recovery, peaking at its 52-week high of $27.39 in February 2025, which now stands as a major resistance level. This strong peak was followed by another period of decline, eventually retesting the $19 to $20 support zone in March and April 2025. The recent positive news, particularly the government investment at $20.47, has helped establish a more robust floor under the stock. Currently, Intel is trading around $25.27, showing a commendable 23.8% increase year-to-date, though it's important to remember a $1,000 investment 5 years ago would only be worth approximately $500 today. This long-term underperformance underscores the company's past struggles and the ongoing need for its turnaround strategy to bear fruit. Now, let's zoom into the 1-hour chart to observe more immediate trends and price action, particularly from late August to early September 2025. We can see a period of relatively stable trading, hovering around the $24 mark, with clear intraday fluctuations. Notice the increased volume spikes on days where significant price movements occurred, such as the initial reaction to the government investment news. The candles show periods of consolidation followed by rapid upward moves, indicating that buyers are stepping in on positive news, but caution persists. Immediate support on this time frame appears around $23.70 to $23.90, a level that has been tested and held multiple times. Moving to the 15-minute chart, we get an even closer look at the trading activity from September 15th and 16th, providing insight into the recent post-Altera sale momentum. On September 15th, the stock demonstrated strong bullish sentiment, pushing from an open around $24.33 to touch an intraday high of $25.46. This swift upward movement, accompanied by substantial volume, confirms the market's positive reaction to the cost-cutting news. On September 16th, after opening around $24.91, Intel saw further upward attempts, peaking at $25.34 before consolidating towards the day's close around $25.27. This consolidation suggests that while the initial excitement may have tempered slightly, the stock is trying to establish a new, higher support base. The $24.70 to $24.80 range now acts as a crucial short-term support, stemming from previous resistance levels being broken. So, what does this mean for Intel moving forward? Reasons to be bullish include Intel's commitment to financial discipline, the significant government investment supporting its foundry business, and the general positive sentiment in the broader semiconductor industry. There's also news of a potential chip partnership with Tesla, which could be a substantial long-term growth driver. A sustained break above the $25.50 immediate resistance, especially with strong volume, could signal a retest of the 52-week high at $27.39. However, reasons to be bearish include the stock's historical underperformance and its susceptibility to volatility, as seen in past sharp declines. A failure to hold the $24.70 support could see a pullback towards the $23.50 level and potentially even the critical $20.47 government buy-in level. In the short term, traders should watch for clear breaks above $25.30 or below $24.70 with confirming volume. For long-term investors, the government's $20.47 purchase price offers a strong psychological and fundamental support level. Always implement robust risk management strategies, such as stop losses, and consider average true range to set appropriate price targets and stops. To recap, important price levels to watch are the immediate support at $24.70 to $24.80 and resistance around $25.30 to $25.50. The 52-week high of $27.39 remains a significant long-term resistance. On the downside, the $20.47 level is reinforced by the government's investment and should provide substantial support. An unbiased prediction is that Intel will likely consolidate around the $24.50 to $25.50 range in the short term, with a 60% likelihood, unless there's fresh news. A break above $25.50, perhaps driven by positive earnings or further strategic announcements, has a 45% chance of leading to the $27.39 range within the next few months. Conversely, a dip below $24.50, perhaps due to broader market weakness or negative sector news, has a 35% chance of retesting the $23.50 area. Things to look for include Intel's upcoming earnings reports, further updates on its foundry business, and developments in the broader semiconductor supply chain. Always keep an eye on these factors and remember to do your own research. Thank you for joining us on Explain the Charts, and we'll see you in the next one.